25th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in their image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We live in bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the U.P.K, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. U.P.K the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under YAHANNA, ain't be murdered by them and got a hug from YAHANNA. Look, that's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Go ahead and ring me in, man. Most High in Christ. Hey, Shalom, love Christ, Israel. You understand this? Officer 5,000 Tazaid. Listen, we're gonna go in today, man. Listen, what I realized today, people in the last couple of days, what's been going on your YouTube channels, on your favorite radio stations, as I see, and now I know for a fact, when it comes to relationships and pushing the idea of monogamy, the black woman is at war. She got the mindset of war when it comes to getting you to bow down and follow after her belief. And that belief is the belief that this society teaches this society that a man should only be with one woman. What am I specifically referring to? I'm talking about the interview with Cam Newton and Dr. Bryant. We're going to go in today on that. We're going to break that down. You hear me not, Shaw?
Couple cars, sir.
Yeah, we're going to break that down. Can you make me large on the screen?
What's the other one?
Can you make me large on the screen?
Couple cars, sir.
So, yeah, man, if you could pull up that interview, man, because listen, your boy Cam Newton wasn't ready, man. He wasn't ready for what was going down. He didn't even know what was about to hit him. He was thinking his money, his good looks, his fame, all that was finna dictate how this interview was gonna go. He didn't understand that sister came with a mission. And of course, her mission is to sell herself.
Right.
Because she's a psychiatrist, from what I believe, or a self-help, a relationship coach, or whatever. And there was a few points in this interview that I want to hit that, you know, came from both sides. So you had Cam, who pretty much out the gate was like, listen, when I hear you speak, it kind of worries me, or he said specifically, it triggers me when you talking and you're not speaking from a standpoint of having a relationship yourself, because she's single. And I thought that was a good question. I mean, how is she giving relationship advice when she never even seen a healthy relationship for herself? And she played it cool for the most part. She didn't get rattled by that. Her comeback ultimately was to set him up and corner him in and bring him down a little bit. That was her whole strategy. We're gonna go into that because we can matter of fact, let's take a look at it right now. If you can go to about the 4-minute mark.
Ugly, the heaven, the hell mom was talking about? No. And let me say, providing a lot of really good information to everyone, and especially our community, on things that can change their lives, tools that can help them get from a place that they're in to a place that they want to be in, or even come to the awareness of knowing what is that place that I want to be in? How do I get there? And once I'm there, what the hell do I do to maintain it? What are those tools? So I'm excited. I want to thank you for having this platform, because it is entertaining, one, but it is a place where I've watched a lot of your interviews, and through the entertainment, through the laughter, through all of your amazing upbeat energy, I've been able to pick something from each interview that I watch and go, that was a gem. You know, that was something that was good. That's something that I can learn from. And so thank you for having this platform. And yeah, thank you for, you know, throwing all them picks when you was on the field.
Boom,
you know,
stop right there. Look at it.
I got it
Look
back
at
at you.
That glove slipping on down.
Hey, pause it right there. Boom. Right there. This is, listen, man, I gotta say it plain, man. I know they're gonna hate this, but I gotta say it plain, man. This right here is a professional. Hey, Shalom Christ says, all right. Make sure you like and make sure you share it. We're going in tonight, man. Let me tell you, man, listen. I gotta say it plain, man. Play that back. Hold on, play that back. This is them. She's introducing herself. This is the beginning of the interview.
To a place that they want to be in, or even come to the awareness of knowing what is that place that I want to be in? How do I get there? And once I'm there, what the hell do I do to maintain it? one of those tools. So I'm excited. I want to thank you for having this platform, because it is entertaining, one, but it is a place where I've watched a lot of your interviews, and through the entertainment, through the laughter, through all of your amazing upbeat energy, I've been able to pick something from each interview that I watch and go, that was a gem. You know, that was something that was good. That's something that I can learn from. And so thank you for having this platform. And yeah, thank you for, you know, throwing all them picks when you was on the field, you know, and
Look,
I got to mess with you.
that glove slipping on down. Because as you was doing your research on me.
I know.
This is a professional right here. A pro hoe. And I say that because look at her attire. Let's check her background. Her daddy was a ex-gangster, leader of one of the largest blood gangs in California. So she been around the game. She came from a broken home. Her mama was on drugs. Now she done took psychology, and now she mixing it with some game, and now she's trying to sell it to the world. She's trying to sell it to the black community. Peep what she did. She gave some compliments because she knows she got to stroke that ego a little bit. This is an athlete, a quarterback at that, the prestigious position on the football field. She hyped him up a little bit because she knows that he's used to women throwing themselves at her. She knows her position right now on that couch. She knows how he views her. And that's another reason why brothers can't be weak after the flesh. Because Cam Newton is, of course, looking at all that front butt. He looking at them curves. He looking at that drapery on their hair, how it's hidden down to the side, and it's hiding right, it's sitting right on top of the front butt. He looking at all that, and all he can think about in his mind is all the women he done got to slept with over the years. So what she did was she picked them up with the compliments, and then she brought them down, leveled them, made the playing field level by insulting his quarterback career by saying, thank you for throwing the pick. She was taking a jab at him. That's why he said gloves off. She automatically, she from the jump, took jabs at him. You know what I'm talking about? Shalom, Yahbashim, Yahshabrakatah. Most High in Christ. Officer Tazaid checking in. You know what I'm saying? She automatically took jabs at him because she knows I need to bring him down a level so that he can hear me and hear what I'm saying and not just sit up there and goggle over me. I need to be different. I need to show him I'm different than all these other women. And also, she wanted to show the audience listening that she was coming ready for war. You understand? So, yeah, we're gonna get into it. So, and another thing that I want to hit on. This is crazy. She knows she represents women right now. She knows she coming in there trying to represent all the single moms. What Fantasia say? She knows she in there representing for the women right now because that's her main audience. And she said later on in the interview, she say 70% of the women she dealing with are low functioning. You know what I'm saying? She was saying 70% of the women versus 40% of the men, which lets you know that more than likely she deals with more women than she does men. And she came ready for war, which lets you know what? It lets you know that women look at this relationship issue as warfare. They believe that the idea of monogamy, you understand, is something that they should enforce their will with onto a man. And as of right now, I would say for the most part, they've done a good job. Because of course they backed by society. And you know who runs this society, the oppressor. And he believes in this idea of monogamy because he doesn't even really like women. You know, he's not even really in the conversation of love between man and women. He sees it as more transactional. So to him, yeah, let's say that let's all just deal with one woman because you know it'll look good for my CEO soiree at the yacht party. I got my one wife on my arm, and I'm a married man, and I'm hiding my gay tendencies. You understand? Hey, Shalom on Christ, Trooper Raw. We got Trooper Raw in the building. You understand? We got the brothers checking in. We gonna go in, man. Y'all brothers got something to say about it, man?
It's like, so I do if I could. Everything you're saying is heavy because that's the point. Cam Newton does not have an answer. He was a rich boy that cannot answer what you said the front butt easily made him very weak.
He bowed down.
Right. He don't realize that was a weapon of warfare. Right.
Immediately. And you can see her hand gestures the whole time on the interview. Like she kept alluding to the fact she was like, follow me here, follow me here. Like she was doing psychology one-on-one. Right. Listen, man, shout out to all my brothers out there that didn't graduate, but we got them college credits. You understand? I'm one of them brothers. I was in the psychology classes, and I know exactly what she was doing. Right. She was conditioning him and breaking them down in a way that marketing agencies target their target audience. Right. I don't know if y'all know, but there's a reason why Burger King, Hardee's, and McDonald's and all those restaurants got the color red in them. Because red is supposed to indicate stop. Meaning, so when you driving past them restaurants, stop, come here, eat here. And I think the yellow is supposed to represent hunger or something like that. So when you see the color yellow, it's supposed to make you hungry. It might be red, yellow. It's the same reason why you'll go to a lawyer's office and they have the color blue, or a psychologist's office and they'll have the color blue around the office because it's supposed to make you feel mild and calm. And you understand? She's playing psychology one-on-one. And she ain't even hiding it. She letting it be known like, listen, I'm here for war. What's up? And Cam Newton, he ain't a dummy. He done dealt with a bunch of women to know what. That's why he said, okay, so we taking the gloves off. He knew he wasn't supposed to giggle and laugh. He ain't no, Cam Newton, we'll give him this. He ain't no goofy. Because you know a goofy would be sit up there and laugh, like she playing, like she coming to play. He knew he got hit. He got hit with the right hook. The right hook landed, but he caught himself. He was like, "Oh, okay, so we coming to fight." You understand? So let's get some more of that.
Cuz.
I obviously was doing my research on,
Of course.
you. Now, before we get into that, let's kind of go back to the evolution of Dr. Brian.
Yeah, totally.
Right? I'm intrigued because as I was doing my research, I came to I was like, yo, why doesn't this is probably the most mysterious, most discreet doctor I've ever seen, because she has so much like, yo, who is she? Has such a following, but no Wikipedia. I found that like so hard. I was like, yo, who doesn't have a Wikipedia? So I'm literally trying to find out certain things because I'm trying to go deep. You said, how deep we gonna go? I said as deep as the ocean floor.
Yeah.
So that's where I really want to kind of start. Where are you originally from?
I love that. I want to hit on the Wikipedia really quick. I don't have it because years ago my team was like, let's do the Wikipedia. We got to do this. And my thing again was not.
Skip some of this. Yeah, skip to the 17-minute mark.
Okay.
I think she introducing herself and all that, you know what I'm saying, which is cool.
So I would say it this way. I mean, you've obviously been vocal in talking about running away from things and doing this, it being trauma. Do you have a tangible source in your life, ever had a tangible source in your life that you can touch, see, feel?
So this is Cam Newton trying to swing back. If you know, you gotta watch the interview. We ain't finna go through the whole thing. If you know at this point, he already set the stage to ask her background, which is why I give the brother some credit. He know how to play the game a little bit. Right. You understand? And that's a lesson for you younger brothers out there when you court a woman and you trying to figure out. You understand the secret, the key to it is understanding and knowing who you dealing with. When you courting a woman, when y'all go on your first date, you want to essentially interrogate her, ask her questions about her morality. You understand? Right. Don't sit up there and just be goggled over her body and her features, and that's all you speaking about. Because it's obvious at that point that you just want some sex. Right. No, ask her what's her position on abortion. Y'all ain't never heard that one. Ask her, yes. Let's say you messing around with somebody, you get pregnant. What you gonna do with that baby? Now, if she say, "What do you mean? I'm gonna kill it." You know that this is not a woman that you should be dealing with. So essentially, Cam Newton set the stage. You understand? He asked her, "What's her background?" And she was very long-winded. She went into her background, and come to find out, she from the hood. You know what I'm saying? The typical daddy was a gangster, mama was a drug addict. You understand? The abandonment issue she felt from her mama led her into the direction of becoming a doctor, getting a degree, and so on and so forth. But he's trying to get to a valid point, and we're gonna let him get to that point. Go ahead, keep playing.
Come.
Experience what true love actually is, a healthy relationship.
Yes.
Who is that?
Yes. My grandmother and my father. And now that my mom is sober, my mother. But in her addiction, it was my grandmother who raised me and my father, thank God, who didn't allow me to be a fatherless girl. And we were best friends.
No.
You're talking about a romantic relationship?
Yes. That relationship where we're talking about, the question was, were your parents married, right? And they weren't, so that having an impact on you, and that's why you strung them shoestrings up tight.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you being who you are, and
so he's asking her, what is your reference to a good relationship if you yourself never seen it, but you coaching other people about that? And she tried to sideline him with saying, "Yeah, I got a good relationship with my grandma and my mother and woo." And then he paused and he was like, "No, what I'm saying is," and she already answered. She was like, "Well, you talking about romantic?" So she already knew what he was talking about because she already deal with this all the time.
Right.
When you talking about relationships, people want to know, well, what is your reference? Go ahead.
Okay.
Knowing the right things and unpacking and this.
Knowing them now. Knowing them now.
Knowing them now.
Yes.
Have you identified someone
Yes.
that you can touch, that you can call, that you know that is what you want to be? Like, instead of running away from something, you running to something that you like, I want that. And who is that for you?
So it is not an individual. No, it's still an ideology. It's still something that I've created in my mind. And so there's not a person that I look at and I say this very humbly besides myself.
Stop it right there. He let us slide on that, man. He let us slide on that. She said it's not an individual. It's an ideology that I created in my own mind. Basically what she said, nah, I'm a black woman like every other black woman. I'm making this shit up as I go. And he let us slide because he asking too many damn questions. Ask the damn question. Are you single or are you married?
Right.
That's U.P.K 101. That's why we the only ones authorized to teach. He put so many $5 words into a simple question, and he allowed her to wiggle and juke them and hit the. They playing football. She didn't hit him with every juke move. But if you smart enough, you would have heard what she said. I'm basically all this. I have an idea of what a good relationship is, but I don't know what a good relationship is. Okay, then you don't know whether polygamy is a good relationship or monogamy is a good relationship, because you yourself, a doctor on TV, on the internet, coaching everybody else, don't know. That's what she said herself. Now watch how she contradicts herself. Keep playing. She realized she ain't dumb. She realized what she said, so she gonna try to cover it up. Watch it.
Because I've done a hell of a job of working through my pain pockets. I've done a hell of a job of getting myself to a place of thriving. And
that. And who is that for you?
So it is not an individual. No, it's still an ideology. It's still something that I've created in my mind. And so there's not a person that I look at and I say this very humbly besides myself, because I've done a hell of a job of working through my pain pockets. I've done a hell of a job of getting myself to a place of thriving and no longer surviving.
Mm-hmm.
And so that person is me. I look at myself and I say, I want to be you. I look at myself and I say, you know, I love you. I look at myself and I thank that little girl for surviving. And then that little girl looks at that woman and she says, thank you for learning to thrive, because now I'm able to be a little girl and do the things I can do. And I no longer have to protect you as a woman and show up in your relationships.
I got to say, I'm trying to get through this, man. But that was the most, what y'all say, narcissistic thing I've ever heard in my life. You look at yourself, and you want to be yourself.
Right.
But yourself is a hood bitch out of LA with no kids, no man. You know what I'm talking about? Mama was a drug fiend. Daddy was a gangster. Talking about he raised me right. I mean, now I want to know how he raised it. Like, if you ask me, if I would have heard that, I got to know, well, when he was weighing up that cocaine, what constituted him as a good father? Did he stop and play with you for a little bit?
Right. So like,
Right.
Go ahead. I heard a part, I don't know if it was on his show or Nick Cannon's show. She said he didn't let her have a key to the house. He said if she came there and he wasn't there, she couldn't go home. Now imagine you got a little girl, she live with you, but she can't have a key to the house because you got some other shit, some other stuff going on. that's more important than her. That's crazy when he raised her right.
She knew the game. I mean,
Right.
she played her role because she didn't want to lose that man. She knew he on the edge, he living that life.
Right.
But he good to me. That's what she knows.
Right.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's something innate in a woman.
Right.
But somewhere down the line, she done lost her way because she teaching sisters, if the situation ain't right, leave.
Right.
But you grew up with a father where you chased after him. You wanted to be under his wing, knowing he was a dope dealer, knowing that your mama was hooked on the drugs he was selling. You sold out for that man because he made you feel a certain way.
Right.
And you should love your father. You should love your mother. You understand?
Right.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ, Awesome YBLACKWATCH checking in, Most High in Christ, man. Man, y'all hit up these comments and chime in, man. Don't listen. We going to, you know what I'm saying, till we come to an understanding.
Right.
I'm setting the grounds right here. I'm gonna get into the point. You understand? But this is heavy, man. Like, and it shows you that these sisters, man, no matter what status they at, they broken just a little bit, man. And they need a man that's gonna hear them. See, Cam Newton didn't hear her because I'd have broke her down. By the time I was through with her, she would have been Shalom Yahal Shamala. She was like, well, you know, everything they say about y'all ain't so bad anyway. I would have had a new van for the school and everything. Let me get some of that money.
It's like y'all the one.
Go ahead.
If I could, man, what you saying is so heavy because like even when she talking, you can hear like she's trying to defend herself and she's trying to protect herself because she playing the victim. She know that she ain't shit and she knows that she's not worthy of what the position she putting herself in, and she's trying to say like, you know what I'm saying? She trying.
No, you're right, and all she can do at this point is stick to the training, stick to what I was taught,
Right.
Play on these points, be about my purpose. I'm here to advertise that I'm a life coach, and I know what I'm saying. She stuck to what she knew, and I know that I got this fool in front of me.
Right.
I got this fool in front of me. He's focused on this front butt, and I ain't even get up and have to turn around and show him nothing in his ass yet. So I got weapons of warfare. Hey, look, she was like, you didn't even get on it. You didn't get the back yet. You still on the front. You didn't even see me turn around when I hit you with the wham. That's when, you know, they accidentally drop that pin and get the lean over. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to look at me like I'm some heathen or something. I'm gonna tell you straight. She was coming with weapons. She was ready to fight. That's all I'm saying. Let's get some more of that though.
Go.
If y'all want to chime in, man, just say something. Y'all can come in, man, and say something, or put it in the chat. Let us read it.
Because there's no place for a little girl or a child in adult relationships, not just only romantically, but professionally. And so I would honestly have to say that that woman would be me working through, conditions of love and coming to a place of self-love. Yeah, 100%. I am who I want to be.
Okay,
I'm
so
her.
this is a trigger for me. Because if you've never witnessed it firsthand, a healthy relationship, you find that source in yourself, which I...
Well, I never said I haven't witnessed a healthy relationship. Is there a person you said, tangible source that I look at where I'd want to emanate or be like? No. I've witnessed healthy relationships, yes. And I've been in healthy relationships, yes. But anything that I've witnessed as far as a person that I want to be like or emanate, I don't have that. No.
So
That's that. You know what,
it's
Paul? I
triggering
gotta go in on that real quick. I'm
to
gonna go in
hear
on that
that.
real
No,
quick. You know what that is? That's that I don't need a man. That's that I don't need a man talk.
Right.
Go ahead.
I've witnessed as far as a person that I want to be like or emanate, I don't have that. No.
so it's triggering to hear that, knowing that if things get shaky, rocky, everybody wants somebody so they can run off in the sunset with
keyword with.
Yeah.
Right.
But
right.
this is the thing though. And my mom is an angel. And I always love having real conversations with my mom. She's a church-going, God-fearing woman. All she knows is my dad.
Oh.
And I use her for a source of wisdom, and she used me for a source to stay hip.
Nice.
And she says this about relationships.
Hey, pause there real quick.
Everybody wants to find a happy ending.
Where we at? Jump to 2140, I think.
Go good.
That can
2140.
$21.40
Yeah, it's cool right here.
finding the best version of you.
Of yourself, yes.
And you running away or not having a person in your life that can assist, help, you go to and say, girl, let me tell you, Tyrone, he doing it again. What do you do like when Tyrone ain't answering his phone and I know he say he at work, but I don't know, I done looked at the other girl Instagram and they in the same blah, blah, blah. You know how
I get what you're saying.
detective women can be. Like, I need the FBI need to hire more black women because they gonna figure something out.
Right.
The black woman I know, strong, very curious, detective, go gadget information. They gonna figure that out. But you not having that source in the time of need, not when everything is good. We don't need no more invitations to the wedding or to the anniversary or to the party or to this or to that. We need people who gonna help me when I need help in an unconventional or when the situation is not so much straight and narrow.
Right.
That's why it's triggering to me.
So let me hear you correct. It's triggering to you because what you hear me saying, which sounds like we have a little slight disconnect. What you hear me saying is that I don't have a go-to person when Tyrone, which I don't have a Tyrone, thank God, or something is off kilter in my world, that you hear me saying I don't have a go-to person or a resource that can help me process through that.
Correct.
Okay.
Or I can also add to that, you don't have a healthy ecosystem where I give you an example.
No, I got you.
Staying on point is quick. So if I take a relationship serious with an individual, it's going to be hard for that individual to understand or to fight for something if her resources are single women.
I agree.
Are bachelorettes.
I agree.
Are divorcees.
I agree.
Are certain situations. And I'm like,
I agree.
so they say birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you're the only good girl out of all these?
And another thing, people give advice from their results. Right. So every day we live on the results of our decisions. And so they're giving you advice on things they have experience in. If it's single, it's experience in being single. If it's married, it's advice from a married woman. So what I'm saying is, yes, I have a strong support system. I have a healthy ecosystem. I have people that I do go to. And the Bible says, do I seek wise counsel? Yes. And I have wise counsel within my world and within my foundation.
So now, you have them now? Or?
Yes, I have them now. Yes, I have that.
But when I just asked you.
No, that's not what you asked me or how I received it.
Enough, man. Stop right there, man. Listen, man. This is a Christian. When she can't give an answer, a psychology answer, then I got to give you a little bit of the Jesus. She said, what was that? Somebody said something?
Lies, huh?
Yeah, like, come on, sis. You know exactly what he answering. And she trying to downplay it because she like, thank God I don't have a Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, sis, you obviously don't know what you're talking about. You don't have anything to pull with because you said results is what people checking for. So the result should be that you have a man. Your resource should not be mama them or auntie them or my pastor or what. Your result should be that man that's in your bed every night. And Cam is letting her slide. He doubling down on the questions, but he's not attacking the points. He's letting her talk when it should be no, you don't have a man. Where's your man? That's as simple as that. Where is your man, sis? You telling women how to get a man. You out here championing for monogamy. You out here championing against broken homes and how they're made or how they come about. But it's like you just don't even have an established home. If anything, we can't verify nothing you saying because you don't have a man to validate that what you coming with is bond. Is word is bond. Where's your man to say, yeah, she like that for real? Yeah, she hold it down. Yeah, she faithful to me. Yeah, she submit to me. Yeah, she for me. Cam had a good point and he let up off it. He ultimately jumped further into the interview with more questions. He had to keep the interview going. He can't, of course, keep. But he could have made his points, showed the contradiction, and moved on. He was allowing her to pretty much sit on her soliloquy and talk on her soapbox and talk about a whole bunch of really nothing. Nah. First off, I gotta know. Why are you say you from LA? Why are you dressed like a hoe off Figaro? My first question would have been, are you a whore? Well, no, because I'm confused with all the front button. You know what I'm saying? And then it would have been like, so where's your husband? And then I would have had to go into the obvious about this monogamy is, have you only been with one man your whole life? Because that's the thing about you Christians in this monogamy. I haven't seen monogamy in my 35 plus years on this earth. I've never seen it. I've heard Christians mention it. I heard Christians talk about it. But ain't nobody with the man or woman that they first slept with. But y'all mad at the I.S.U.P.K that we teach that as soon as you lay with a woman, you with her for life. Right. But yet you monogamous. And then not only with the idea of monogamy, but according to your beliefs, you're supposed to be with that one, death do us part. So how can you then have multiple baby daddies? Right. That's right. Go ahead.
If I could, I got to piggyback on what you're saying. Every advice that she gave in this interview to a woman was to leave. Right. And so how are you talking about broken homes and women, but you telling the woman, like that when he was just talking about going through the phones and all that, her advice to a woman that does that is to just leave. Just leave. So how you fixing the household? What about the kids now? You saying help the kids now because you want to say leave. So everything she was saying was very contradictory. And like, yeah, he just didn't have the answers for that because that's crazy. Because in here we talk, if your woman burn your car, it don't matter what she do, as long as she ain't cheat on you and sleep with no man, you gotta stay with that woman. You gotta stay with her. And she gotta stay with you. So that's the difference between the truth and what they do in the world. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Listen, and I'm so glad that this happened because now y'all say, oh well, y'all attacking, y'all trying to push this multiple wives, and y'all trying to make it seem like what we doing is something evil. This right here encourages me to really just go hard, extra hard on it, because y'all trying to push that monogamy or that false lifestyle. You living on me. Right. You trying to push unrighteousness on me. So yeah, everything's gonna be according to the Bible, according to God. We ain't leaving it. There's no more of the game. There's no more of our opinions. We leaving it strictly up to God and what God said. God say a man can have more than one woman. You understand? There's laws in the Bible regarding a man having more than one woman. Can I get that real quick in Deuteronomy? Can a brother pull it up real quick so we can bring it home?
Oh,
Once again, we tired of the games. And what I find is that in this place in America, Christians use their position not in a way to lead black people, but to spread lies according to the Bible.
Right.
And they push lies on the people. Like this right here affects our homes and our livelihood, because on one instance, we sit up here trying to make a man feel guilty for what he naturally is supposed to do. And at the same time, y'all Christians, y'all doing it anyway. But now you got the women trying to emulate a man. You push monogamy so hard, when in reality, all you did was end up trying to emulate what the man do by having multiple husbands. Right. That's why we say multiple wives is the solution to single motherhood, because when that brother have multiple wives, then he can better look at this situation, okay, and say, okay, she got kids. I'm gonna be with her, but listen, I may not want to stay in this house, but I'm gonna be with her. I'm gonna accept her kids. You understand? And he's more apt to do that than you trying to force a man to just deal with you. You got kids, he want kids, and he's stuck in a pickle like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Why the man gotta lose out is what I'm saying. Why the man gotta lose out? Why it can't be, listen, I got you. I got this other one right here. She the one, she having all my kids. This one right here, she got kids. She don't want to have them more. That's cool. I still love her, but this one right here, she younger. She ain't got no kid. I'm gonna take her too, and she gonna bear my seed. Right. Leah and Rachel was going back and forth in a competition to give Jacob children. Right. They was giving them women. Like, have my maid. You understand? That's a righteous spirit, man. And we not backing down on that. Y'all ain't finna see what happened was a bunch of street dudes that got a hold of the Bible. Yahweh, brother, thank you to the Most High for that. Thank you for Commander YAHANNA for passing it down and passing the torch. He done equipped us with everything we need to be absolutely cutthroat in these streets. You understand? We absolutely cutthroat when it comes to this Bible. You ain't finna tell me nothing according to this Bible. We ain't backing down on it. Y'all got that?
I got it.
Come, I got it, sir.
You got the one in Deuteronomy?
Sly, you said in Deuteronomy?
Yeah.
Sly, so I got the one in Exodus. I got the one in Exodus where he said if you have another wife. Sly.
Okay, then that's the one in.
Come. It's Exodus chapter 21 and verse 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
Right. So you ain't getting rid of her. You treat her according to how you was treated when you was with her. Right. Even though you got another woman. You understand? You're not leaving her. You're not, okay, well then I ain't paying no rent over here, or I'm just gonna pay it over here to get you. You dealing with her the same way you was dealing with her before you got the other woman. It shows you in that right there that there was laws governing a man having more than one woman.
Right.
And it don't specify what his financial status was. No matter how much y'all try to pull that. It don't specify that. And let's just be real, man. Let's just call a spade, man. You don't need much money to get some of these women, man. Right.
Right.
Some of these women out here literally stalking brothers, clocking brothers.
Right.
I ran into a sister at Family Dollar the other day. She said, "Oh yeah, you stay over there. What's the name? I'm right across the street. You got them two boys." I said, "God damn." That means she clocking me.
Oh, God.
Yeah, these sisters in Alabama, I'm telling y'all better come get on the. I mean, well, we still being wise by who we dealing with. Just because you all up in the sauce don't mean nigga gonna go. I gotta know what you about, what you believe in.
Right.
You understand? What are your skills? What are your ambitions? What are your what are your beliefs? You understand? Can we skip to the point where he discussed his kids in that interview? I believe it was at the minute 17. I mean, not minute 17, hour 17 mark.
Okay.
So we can go in on that for real.
Okay.
Hey man, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to I.S.U.P.K Alabama. Right. No Cowards Alabama on YouTube. OneWest.Bama on TikTok. We trying to drop y'all this content, man. We trying to give y'all the real. Listen, man. Next week we gonna talk about these crash out dummies, man. And why the murder rate is so high in Alabama. And the solution to all this killing. Because your mayor Woodrow Wilson or whatever his name is, ain't got no solutions.
Right.
You understand? Let's get that pulled up real quick. Look at the front butt. Look at she know like I got him in the, you know what I mean? Let's go in on it.
Would come with me submitting.
Yeah, but that's what goes back to the original statement.
Yes.
Will a man really understand true love? Because when you identify those things, it was how can I benefit from the situation? He has high status. I have high status.
Right.
I'm have a business. It matches that. So to my point, when I'm saying I can make a woman in regards to that, I see way too many times a high value man takes a low functioning woman or a low value woman and increase her status overnight. Now, it's still a process. It's still a level of submission from both sides, not just a female side, but also the male side. And also there's a patience that goes into that to be like, yo.
Wait, hold on. Depending on the negotiation, because some of that stuff, I'm saying could move fast because everyone's negotiation process is different. You know what I mean, Cam? Meaning if we come in saying, okay, Cam, this is a strategic
negotiation. Listen to it. You go ahead.
Dating thing, we both know it. We're gonna have this all planned out. We just gonna hit these points. Meaning that would come into fruition a lot sooner because we're clear on the plan. Versus if I came in without you knowing my plan.
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, Cam, yeah, hey, it may be a little longer process. I agree.
Yeah.
But you keep saying the man thing, which I love, that will a man ever really experience true love?
Right.
My answer to that two-part answer: one, I'm not a man.
Right.
And I believe that a woman should stay in her place when it comes to answering men's question from a place of being the source,
Mm-hmm.
and instead say my opinion. Just like I think a man also should stay in his place when answering questions about us, because y'all not us, you don't know, but you can say in my opinion, in my experience, or what I think. So I would hope that men could experience real love.
Oh, stop it right here. Stop right here, because I'm already about to throw up. Listen, man, this is why the I.S.U.P.K is so important. Because as he talks about, can a man ever experience true love? First off, why are you asking her?
Right.
She told you, and that's how I know that she didn't grew up with a real G type Negro that gave her the game, because she like, well, I'm a woman and I'm not going to speak from, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're asking me to be your God. And all I have really to offer is this front butt and some ass. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But like, she letting you know, like, nigga, man up.
Right.
What you talking about? Can a man ever experience true love? Well, what is love? Let's get love according to the Bible, so that y'all ain't hearing it just from me. Let's get love according to the Bible. I think it's 1 John 5:2, I believe.
Good.
And that's why, you understand, it's absolutely imperative that we push this narrative, man. Because what is love? What are you looking for when you say love? Are you looking for a feeling? And that's my thing about Christians. It's like you looking to feel a certain way. When your feelings change every day. Every hour, somebody coming up the road, honk their horn at you and push you off the road, then you're angry. Then you get home, see your kids, see your rib, see some food made. Now you feeling good. Feelings change, they waver. So if you're basing love off of feelings, then that's subjective.
Right.
It's imperative that since it's obviously one of the main issues as men and women, we try to figure out this idea of love. It's imperative that we know what is love, because nobody, according to their own knowledge, can answer it. It's always feeling based. No, but we need to know for a fact what love is, according to God, who made man and woman. And we're going to read it.
So, right, you got that?
Go ahead.
Okay. It's the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments.
What is love?
When we love God and keep his commandments. Verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
That's the love of the Most High.
Right.
Keeping his commandments. And what are the commandments? What are just some of the commandments? A man can't put away his wife when he got a wife, another wife. He got to keep both of them. You understand? That's love. Not letting you go back out to the streets. No matter what we're dealing with, no matter what we're going through, no matter what we feel, I'm going to stay with you. You're going to stay with me.
Right.
That's love. Cam Newton walking a slippery slope trying to argue that point with a woman, because she going to tell you absolute something she made up off of her brain.
Right.
Right.
When we need something more tangible as a people, we need to be able to say, look, it's saying right here. This is what God said.
Right.
We don't need everybody's opinion on it, because when black folks get to talking, we get to argue.
Right.
Now we need a mediator to come in and say, look, this is what love is, this is what brotherhood is, this is so on and so forth. We can't keep leaving it to ourselves.
Right.
You understand? Like all the time for the time for the games and this whole playing back and forth in these relationships and all that is over with, man. Because what it's doing is it's destroying our community. You got brothers now that took the internet and now they acting out the internet in real life. They saying, oh yeah, we at war with black women. I actually heard a brother say in real life, oh yeah, we at war with these women. You heard? I was like, man, you gotta,
That's crazy.
like, do you realize how homosexual that sounds?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You at war with the spoils of war?
Right.
A woman ain't nothing but spoils of war. That's what you get when you go out and you go battle. Your prize is a woman. But somehow you at war with the prize. Man, these women out here desperately want a man, especially if you living in the area where it's a war zone. They looking for anything masculine.
Right.
They ready to give it all. They ready to give it up. I'm telling you. You got to keep your head. You got to be about your business,
Right?
Because it is crucial out here. And you at war with a woman. That's because you at war with yourself, and you don't really know what love is. You don't feel like you never felt love. You feel abandoned. You miss your daddy. Well, I'm sorry to say it. As a man, at some point you got to put away all them childish thoughts and be about some structure and be about some discipline and knowing right from wrong. I understand the aspect of you interviewing this woman, she on your show, but you sit up there trying to really get into, you know what I'm saying, the emotional aspect of it. Right. Can a man, a high value man, at that? Right. Like, in his mind, he's a high value man, but he ain't never experienced love. He ain't never, and love is an obligation. It is a duty. Right. So essentially, he's saying, I ain't never been obligated. I ain't never felt it was my duty to really teach this woman, be with this woman, lead this woman, right, care for this woman. He get the ass and go. And that's wicked, which is what gave her the grounds to come in and slice and dice him. You understand? Like, what we at, 120? We at the 120 mark? Let's jump to the 120 mark on the interview.
I think I'm trying to see his phone without. He's trying to log back in.
Oh, the phone without? Oh, man, so we can't even pull up the story?
He said he's trying to log back in.
Come on, I'm back in, sir. So like it.
Okay, Most High in Christ.
Yeah, while he getting that, so I want to piggyback what you're saying, because what me personally, what I learned, when you don't know how to love anybody until you learn how to love the Most High God. Right. You cannot do it with lip service. That's powerful, man. Like, you cannot love your brother, your child, nobody until you learn what God says love. Everything else outside the world, it's just, you can be finessed very easily. Right. With somebody love, telling you they love you, I got love for you. Like, I heard a brother tell me at the club Thursday night. I'm at the club, I heard a brother say that, I just met this nigga. Love you, bro. I'm like, what? What? Like, what you mean? Like, oh, you know the ass with the baby. What the? That's how gays communicate, man. They throw it out there like, baby, love you, bro. If you be like, all right, bro, like, that's when they come at you on the side, like, so what's up with the night? Right. I straight stone face. I'm like, hold up, what you say, nigga? Nah, for real. I mean, no, what you saying is heavy, because listen, man, what you said was right. You can't love anybody unless you love the Most High. Right. Right. And the only way the Most High said you can love me is if you obey what I'm saying. Right.
So that means in order to love, you got to first study what the Lord wants from you.
Right.
You got to be made brand new. You got to sit down and learn how is it you're supposed to function on this earth. Yeah, love is a process. Love is not, it's not something that you can find or feel. It's something you got to work towards, man. That's with anything in life. So how can love just be something that just miraculously just appears out of it, and I know when I feel it?
Right.
That don't even make sense. And another thing, love is hard, man. It's ups and downs. It ain't always gonna be easy. A lot of these brothers and sisters be wanting to just be easy breezy.
Right.
Right.
Ain't nothing in this life we get easy. So how can you believe that something as complicated as love, which according to man we have still yet to get a definite answer from?
Right.
How can you believe something like love, which is something we have yet to quantify according to man, be easy?
Right.
When we come out that womb, they chop a piece of your rod off. Say, welcome to the world.
Man, that's it.
Yeah.
We come into this world through the blood.
Right.
So you think love is going to be, man, you got to fight. You got to shed some blood. You might be with a crazy boy. She going to stab your ass. She going to stab your black ass.
Right.
When you show up with that other woman. Hey, but you got to be, hey, you got to show us some love. And how do you do that? You be that man towards that woman and break it down to her and let her know this is where we at.
Right.
I'm with you and I'm with her. Cam Newton ain't never did that, man. That means that lets you know that even with all that money, all that prestige, all that power, you never really grew into a man.
Right.
That should be encouragement for all the so-called low-value men. I was also going to speak today on what exactly is a high-value man and what's a low-value man. And I think we understand now that a high-value man is not necessarily a man with a lot of money. Cam Newton telling you that he don't have no solutions neither. He asking her. Because if he knew, he'd have came in there with the examples like he talking about. Because remember, he don't have no example of a healthy relationship. He dealing with 3 women, and they don't subscribe to the polygamous lifestyle apparently, because he ain't claiming like they was his wives.
Right. Right.
He was saying like, you know, these my baby mamas.
Right.
So man, he dealing with them as he deal with them, trying to figure it out. But he believes solely in that monogamy, because he was saying it like he kind of felt guilty about the situation as far as I'm doing the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean you doing what you supposed to do as a man, man? Let's jump to that. I think it's at the 140 mark.
Go.
Yeah, like, listen, man. And like I say, and when you get it, Officer Natasha, you can just go ahead and play it.
Go.
Okay, there it is right there. We'll just let that play.
Go.
Heck yeah.
So I'm not married, right? I have
Boom.
beautiful children.
How many?
There you go. She finna get him. Walking into the lion's den. Go ahead. He said it. He started off, so I'm not married. He automatically let her stoop down to her level. Well, what's marriage according to God? When you lay with that woman to consummate that with sex, that's marriage. So what you mean you ain't married?
Right.
Come on, man. Should no man be like, I'm not married, and you done got three baby mamas,
8 kids.
8 kids. Come on, man. What you? So then, what are you? You know, I mean, what are you if you ain't made relationships through sex with these women and made them your wives, Negro? What are you then? Go ahead.
Go.
8.
I thought I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I
I'm
just
just
want
saying, or
God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just
Because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it. I didn't say it. I will.
You see how the idea of relationships in America got us destroyed? He said, my desire for marriage is lower than my fear of divorce.
Right.
So you already coming into the relationship with a certain fear. Right. Your belief is that this woman gonna get you and she gonna take all your money. Now, what is some ways to dispel that fear? By vetting that woman out. Right. Understanding who you dealing with. Which means what? You obviously gotta wait before you have sex with her. Because if you have sex with her and you got that baby and you ain't find out nothing about her and she run off with the baby and ask you for a check in return, then that's on you. Yeah. But he was saying the fear talk. He put the fear way up here. When that's not how do you, by saying you're afraid, that means you're not prepared. You don't know what's around the corner. Well, dummy, when you get a woman, it's like damn near getting the house. You got to expect every surface around that house. So you should inspect every surface around. I want to know the family. I want to know your friends. Bitch, who you on the phone with? Right. Who is that calling at 10 o'clock? Who is this? Let me see the phone. Right. She'll give you that phone. You already know what's up. Open the phone for me. Let me see your Facebook. Check your messages. What's this right here? Who's this? Who is Dave Boo thing on the side? Who's this? Right. How do you not know as a man, fool? You just run in there with your rod first? You run in there with your rod first. You ain't asking no questions. It's like, it's whatever. That's how they be getting y'all so easy, man. Because I need to know. He talking about my fear of divorce.
Right. It's like he sounded like a better woman. That's what he sound. Christianity make
I can do bad all by myself.
Right, that's what he sound like.
I can do bad on Tyler Perry. He looked like Tyler Perry.
That's something a woman to say. I'm scared to get hurt.
Man, oh my God.
That's crazy.
That's how that's why this ideology, this belief leaves black men vulnerable. Right. It leaves black men weak. You don't have any real position. No, I'm telling you what it is from the jump. Right. This is what it's going to be. Either you be this or you be gone. And you sitting up there with millions of dollars, fool, Negro. I can't, man, listen, man. Oh my goodness. And you high value. And you think of yourself as high value, yet you just said you got a fear of dealing with women and what they could do to you. But you supposed to be able to raise or take a, what did he say earlier? I could take a woman in a low position and raise her up. Well, how you gonna take a woman and raise up when you afraid of what she can do?
Right.
You should absolutely control what she can do because you know this woman and you already mapped out A, B, C, and D. Keep playing that, man.
Go.
Will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
Right. He's
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying.
No, go ahead and keep playing.
Go.
That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies because I can't wait to be a mom and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So a man is defined by his time in the house? But how do you want a man that's a go-getter? Huh? How can you want a man that's a go-getter, but he not a man if he not around when you wake up and when you go to sleep? That's what she said.
You want to work 18 hours a day.
So now you trying to define what a man is, but you just said you can't speak on what a man is because you're not gonna fit come from where the source is at or whatever you said. Shut up. I'm gonna tell you what a man is. You gonna shut up and watch what a man is as I go and conquer the earth and bring more of you into subjection. You're gonna be like Shalom says. You know what I'm saying? I'm making the corn. Did you want to get the mashed potatoes? And that's how you learn what a man is. Not by you sitting up there talking about, see, what you doing is you creating broken homes, but her daddy, she grew up that way.
Right. I was just about to say, it sounded like she projecting what her daddy did.
What she felt.
That's what she doing. I was just about to say that.
She projected what she felt and what she went through onto him. And of course, he ain't call her out on that. Man, listen, man. Subscribe to the I.S.U.P.K. I don't give a damn where you at, bro. We got the solution, boy. All over the earth, Commander YAHANNA has equipped us with the means necessary to answer these questions. According to God, we ain't coming out the mouth. Ain't nobody ever came out was like, man, you know what? When a man has sex with a woman, that's my wife. Now, we was just as dumb as y'all.
Right.
And she's sitting up there like she's so intelligent. I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to throw up. Because there's no way that she can really say she's pulling from a level of knowledge. She's reaching deep into the memory bank to talk about her hurts.
Right.
Go ahead and keep playing, man.
Go, sir.
Yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to.
I'm trying to figure out what she was saying. She, a house, building a house, but it's not a home. You talking about a house is not a home?
No, it's not.
Bitch, is that Marvin Gaye? Who sang that? Teddy Pendergrass?
I think that was 500.
No, 5. You see how just like a Christian preacher, just get to singing shit when you don't have no answer. Play it again, Natasha.
Go good.
And knowing you thus far, but these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with.
Hold on. Don't Christian women love to say a man builds a house, but the wife makes it a home?
That's definitely what they say.
So when you said that he was building houses, that's what a man's supposed to do.
Right.
He's supposed to build these houses, build these families, and the woman that I set in charge of this house makes it a home by providing the nurturing, by providing the nutrients, by providing the love, by providing the home feeling that a home is supposed to have. Why are you talking about he's supposed to make it a home? And what's the difference anyway? A man is supposed to build you. What you essentially said is you are expanding your houses,
right?
But they're not complete, according to some shit I'm about to make up,
right?
Based on what I feel. To say that, he will have to know how they function in their house. She just talking shit. Like, how do you know what's going on in my house?
Right.
How you know my children ain't satisfied?
Right.
How you know I'm not spending time with my? How you know my women ain't satisfied?
Right.
How you know that? Listen, I ain't finna. I'm gonna let her talk and kill herself.
Right.
Keep playing.
Right. And if I could, well, you play.
Go ahead. Before you play, go ahead.
That's something people do all the time. You can have a father that live in the house with them children,
right?
Especially when school starts. You may see that child 2 hours every 3 days. Because you got to work so damn hard to pay the bills.
Right.
But that's the same thing. The child ain't seeing you.
Right.
So what's the difference in a man having more than one household and your child see you every other day? That's the same thing.
Everybody gone.
Right. Right.
Daddy at work, mama at work, kids at school.
Right. Right.
We all ain't at the house.
Right. Right. Right.
Oh, you ain't at the house.
Right.
You on this couch.
Right.
I mean, I didn't mean to call her hoe, but this is like my upbringing. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I identify with them type women. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of the street, straight gutter. And then even though she articulating these words real real, I'm gonna tell you, if you get her alone, this is a sexy red on a college degree.
Right. Right. Every time. Every time.
I mean, the titties is out.
Right.
It's like, I mean, what's the breast?
Yes. Go.
It's a lot. I put on Instagram page while you talking. I'm talking about damn near every picture is the same thing.
Every picture.
She making sure what you call the front buttons.
The front button.
I'm talking about you go down to every picture.
Right.
It ain't not one she ain't doing on purpose. I said that's exactly what she doing.
She know how to play that game, man. Listen, man. And she fine too. Like, honestly, you can come in class and get right. You understand me?
Oh, God.
You can come get right. You ain't got no man. My number's 404. but don't come with no psychology like you kicking game. Because you showing right here, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, go ahead, keep playing that interview. She finna get to my point, but another point I want to make.
Because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody.
Compartmentalizing is what men do. Compartmentalize is what men do. To be able to separate this child from this child because they're different. I got to deal with this child different from how I deal with this child. I got to deal with this woman different from how I deal with this woman. I got to deal with this boss different from how I deal with this boss because they're different. You compartmentalize because that's something you have to master as a man. So what's wrong with compartmentalizing? What are you talking about? You have different facets in your life in which you have to deal with it in different ways. Everything is not cookie cut. What are you talking about? Any brother got something to say to this? I mean, help me understand the Christian. I need a brother to break down the Christian mindset to me because what she's saying is exactly how her father treated her. And she said she othered that. So if he didn't compartmentalize, he didn't put her around that dope dealing and all that. He kept her, he would not even give her the key to the house. So he compartmentalized their relationship to keep her away from certain aspects of how he was living. Keep going.
Oh, God.
Involved everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box, and then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're gonna feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your
You know what I just realized? I understand where these women be coming from. They hate the order of operations. They hate how a man can have the ability to love and spread his love. And you know why a man has the ability to spread his love evenly across the board? Because a man doesn't base his love off of a feeling. A man's love is tangible. A man's love is conditional. A man's love is you do this, you get this result.
Right.
So therefore you can compartmentalize it because if this person is not obeying what I'm laying out, then I'm not going to deal with them on the level that I'm going to deal with this person.
Right.
But when you're somebody that is, you just try to feel and embrace the feeling to something that just feels good, you'll take anything. Right. Because it feels good. There's no boundaries to it. There's no limitations on it. You'll give everything you have, which in a sense, a woman should give everything she got. So I understand why they fall victim to that. But believe me, when she's talking, Hakeem, she absolutely loves that aspect of a man. That's why she's able to articulate it so well, because when she see a man that can really put her in her place,
right,
and let her know you right here and my other one right here, that's what I'm telling you, man. I know this one. I could read her. She loved getting checked like that. She grew up with a gangster in the house.
Right.
She loved for a man to be like, watch your mouth when you talk to me.
Right.
Compartmentalize.
Go
You get
good.
to talk, but don't talk so much. Watch what you say. And I'm telling you, she gonna touch her toe. Go ahead.
It's like, so what you bringing out so heavy, man? Because really, what you saying, what I'm getting from what you saying is that a man teaches consequences and repercussions, and what this sister is explaining is consequences and repercussions in leadership. How a man handles his family and how he handles the ones around us, how he handles his job. He looks at every situation and judges that situation how it's supposed to be. Now, what your Christian church wants you to teach you is not consequences. The Christian church teaches you not repercussions and love everybody the same. We all on the same page. When a man knows that we ain't the same, and every situation ain't the same. It's a lot.
Man, listen, man. What you saying, you bringing it out hard because they want us to feel bad for that, but at the same time, the women thrive off of it. You thrive off of that same leadership. You thrive off of it. It's what biologically turns you on.
Right.
And you fight it because you hate it at the same time. You hate it because you've been taught to think like a man, be like a man, and you just can't ante up. I seen a video where a hardcore stud-looking chick was in the car with her homeboy, and he was like, "Man, I'm really feeling you." Now this is a whole. What you mean, bro? What you mean, bro? And he was like, "Yeah, I'm feeling you, not like a homie, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Woo-de woo." And then she giggled. How you go from a gangster to a little giggle?
Right.
And because you're a woman, you can get away with that. But if I'm talking to a brother, another man, or whatever in the world, or whatever, and we talking, and I just, he gonna be like, nigga, tighten up.
Right.
What the hell is you giggling for, nigga?
Right.
When we laugh, we laugh to keep from killing some shit.
Right.
Really.
Right.
Life ain't joyous. Life is work. We laughing because we know, let's use this little time to, you know what I'm saying, kind of have some relief from this stress I'm about to walk into, this warfare I'm about to walk into. Right. I'm with my brother. It's this time right here, I can relax for a little bit. But I can't be too relaxed. I can't say anything.
Right.
I can't do anything. I have to focus at hand on being a man first.
Right.
That's right.
And they call it toxic masculinity. I love being a man. I just say for all the women out there, I'm a proud chauvinist. You understand? I want to put it on the shirt. Love being a man. I'll never slack up. You understand? And that's why I be believing Negroes be gay, because they be like, nah, this is too much pressure. Right. I'm going to go ahead and switch. It's a video of a brother, and we'll talk about that probably next week. But go ahead, keep playing that, man. I think she gonna open her mouth some more and just show she don't know what she talking about.
Go.
Next victim to put in a box. It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health wise, and community wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men will what?
Stop doing that. That they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of.
Black men will stop?
Wow.
Hold on. Let her finish. She said she gonna reveal what she talking about. She gonna reveal what she talking about. Play it, slide.
Go.
Play it, rewind it back.
Compartmentalizing.
She gonna reveal it all. This how you know she just get a turn on by they can't even explain it. Listen to what she said. Go ahead. Yeah, stop right there. That's good.
mental health wise and community wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men will what?
Stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not.
Black men will stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing. That's something a woman would say. Like, if a man stops compartmentalizing, the earth would crumble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Right.
how simple Eve is. If a man stopped compartmentalizing, we'll be in the jungle with lions, and lions would rule.
Right.
Right.
We will be in constant fear of our lives because the creatures of the jungle have overwhelmed us. Woman, stop talking. And to say the man, you heard that she was talking all that neutral shit, right? But she finalized it with the man will stop. But women got multiple houses and create multiple houses too, opening up them legs to every Tom, Dick, and Jerry.
Right.
So it's okay for the woman, but the man got to stop though. No, what you should do is stay in a woman's place and stop talking about what a man should do. And unfortunately, our brother Cam Newton was not up to the task of letting her know that.
Right.
And putting her in subjection with the truth of God. Keep playing. Let's finish it up, man, because we're going to get out of here, man.
Not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless. But you over here, at some point, when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will. You'll get whatever you want. You're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. Epitome of selfish. I'm done. You can go for it.
Okay, say less. All right, so what identifies as a broken home?
Asking her
what you have going on with these, whoever you're not in the house with is a broken home. It's called a blended family. It's called a blended family.
That means?
That the family is blended. So blended
So
means,
blended means broken?
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy that you were entertaining.
Let's stop that. Let's look it up. Let's look at what a blended family is. Just by definition. Because she says a blended family means broken homes. Let's look at the definition. Can we get the definition of blended family pulled up?
Come, sir. Definition of a blended family. A blended family is formed when partners with children from previous relationships come together to create a new family.
To what?
To create a new family.
To what?
To create a new family.
So how is that a broken home? Bitch, if we go off your logic, then all these single mamas ain't got no chance.
Right.
You just said so much shit. I want to know if she really a doctor. Because she just said.
Right, now I was thinking that too.
I'm like, you like these counselors where you just put doctor in your name.
Yeah.
Because you think you smart. Because she said a lot of dumb stuff. Like, it's crazy.
And Cam Newton, he did that. He was like, so a blended family is a broken home.
Right.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Sis.
But you got a blender in your house where you can put a whole banana, a whole orange, a whole apple. You can put it in the blender.
And do exactly what you should be doing. Because you should be speaking about nothing regarding relationships. But there is some goddamn chicken you can be frying up.
Right.
You understand? Like,
you can blame that lemon pepper.
like, what are you talking about, front butt? Why are you dressed like a hoe right now? I'd have been like, Slocky, sis, can you go over there and put on a dress? So can you come up a little bit?
Really?
He sit up there like, so what is a broken home? He fell into her goddamn spell. He was crying now. Oh my goodness. Listen, man. Cam Newton did not represent well, but this is the point. Can we get I'm gonna show y'all how to get paradise on earth, man. Through these scriptures, through the Most High, talk to me under the banner of the I.S.U.P.K, man. We gonna get a solution on how to get paradise and how to fix these broken homes. Can I get the kingdom of heaven is likened unto this? You understand? Like, I'm so sick of Christians, man. I really am tired of them getting to control the narrative. Like, shut up by now, talking about what is and what ain't a relationship. You don't know. You understand? Let's let God talk. Why do we keep running our mouths in 2024? We keep running our mouths about what we think, and we have no clue. Sis is a victim of a broken home and has never gotten over it. No matter how many $5 words she throw out there, sis is of a broken home like all the rest of us. And just because you throw doctor in front of your name don't mean you ain't no sexy red. I know she's sexy red. I want to find out too. She ain't got no man. I bet she can do some things. But it ain't going to be talking about what should not or should not be in a relationship. I'm going to be telling her what it is, according to God. Yeah, she need a doctorate degree in making biscuits. Officer Malak. You damn right. She was better off getting she was better off learning in that kitchen than learning at that whatever school she went to, man.
Right.
Because she was talking nonsense. And of course, the brother, with all that strength, all that power, all that position and authority, had no strength at all, really.
Right.
To even come back in the least bit. Cam Newton, you not have value, and you are low functioning. You are exactly what you think you're not. You are a low functioning man because you are not equipped with the oracles of God to be just that, a man.
Right.
You don't have the spirit of the Most High, which determines whether you are low functioning or high functioning. And by being high functioning, meaning you have the spirit of the Most High, I'm going to reverse it and say it that way.
Right.
For all you scientists and psychiatrists with your big degrees, and I think I know something with these $5 words, I can reverse it and flip it. I'm going to reverse it and flip it for you. Because this is simple if you just listen to what God say and take it off yourself. I ain't got to get a degree to hear the words of God. I can open up my Bible and shut the hell up and read what it says.
Right.
Y'all got the kingdom of heaven?
It's like, so you said the kingdom of heaven is likened unto what, sir?
I got it.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Hold on. So what we seeing is the Most High, the Christ, comparing the kingdom of heaven, paradise, what we trying to get to 10 virgins, which go to meet one bridegroom. Go ahead. You got that?
So like, you want to read some more? You said keep reading on that.
Yeah, keep reading on it.
And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish.
So you sisters out there that's trying to get into the kingdom of heaven, you better be the wise, because it's gonna be some fools. You understand? A wise woman, you gonna cling to a man of God, and there's only one place, from what I can tell, unless you can show me otherwise, where you gonna find a man of God.
Right.
Where you dealing with men that one way or the other are being taught the words of God. All that other stuff, I can't verify. I don't know. Good luck. But we can see whether you got millions or whether you got nothing. It's slim pickings.
Right.
Keep reading.
They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. Verse 4. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps.
You see, them wise women, they was prepared. They brought their substance to that man. They brought what they had to the table in order to get to that man, to get to that glory. And what was that glory? Being able to lay with that man and being called by his name.
Right.
You understand? That's what the kingdom of heaven is like. That's why Christ likened the kingdom of heaven to 10 virgins going forth to meet the bridegroom.
Right.
Because the kingdom of heaven is, black women, you learning your position and being prepared to get to that, to be in that position when it comes time. It's not to keep spreading this trauma, to keep spreading this false ideology, to keep spreading these lies. Dr. Brian is part of the 5 foolish women because she thinks she whole. She thinks she's ready to go meet the bride. Right. She ain't ready at all.
Right.
Didn't even bring no oil.
Right.
Didn't even bring no oil. I hope y'all hear me. She on her way to nowhere quick. And I'm talking about fast and in a hurry. Go ahead.
While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Verse 6. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out and meet him. Verse 7. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. Verse 8. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
You hear that? You hear that? When it came time to meet that bridegroom, the foolish woman wasn't prepared. But the woman that's down for a brother, that's down with a black man through the struggle, through it all, that stays with that black man, she gonna be prepared.
Right.
She gonna make it and see the kingdom of heaven. You other women, you good luck. I hope Dr. Brian know how to get you out of the hell you finna endure.
Right.
And she gonna charge you for it. You come learn for free and learn how to shut the hell up how you supposed to.
Right.
And we say that because y'all so verbal about being wrong. It's not to insult you, but it's to invoke an emotion because we know you're emotional. It's to get you to listen so that you can hear what's being said. Shut your mouth.
Right.
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Now, when you listen, if you listen and you shut your mouth, you might hear the word of God talking to you. Because God knows that you ain't never heard the word of God.
That's right.
You ain't never heard it because you sitting up here on these podcasts trying to spread false lies about what is and is not when it comes to relationships.
Right.
Right.
You Christian women love to say God talking to you. You Christians love to pretend like God has given you some vision. But you refuse God at every whisper of the voice. And we know the voice. We know we hit these airways and we spread the word of the Most High. We know you hearing it, but you like, I ain't gonna like his page. Right. I ain't gonna share his status.
Right.
I ain't gonna comment because he don't know what he's talking about. I know God. Jesus know me. Meanwhile, you done ran the black community into the ground.
Right.
With your foolishness.
Right.
I'll tell you what creates broken homes. Monogamy. You understand? That creates broken homes. Your idea of monogamy. Your idea of relationships. Your Christian doctrine, which you are trying to push on the black community, that has proven to create broken homes.
Right.
We know that for a fact. And I don't need no numbers to crunch up. I don't need to hear no data sheets. I can step out my front door and look in the ghetto and see we destroyed with all your knowledge.
Right.
You understand? And with that, I'm gonna pass the class, man. This precinct officer 5,000 Tazaid. Hey, Shalom, we're gonna definitely get back to it next week. Man, y'all tune in, man. Y'all like and subscribe on all the platforms. One West Alabama on TikTok. No Cowards Alabama on YouTube. You understand? And I.S.U.P.K Alabama on Facebook. And with that, Shalom. I'm gonna pass the class over to Slotty. You ready?
They got the you got the security announcements on there.
You got the security announcements?
Come on, sir.
I'm gonna pass the class over to precinct officer 500 Nazi Shah. Shalom.
These are the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. That need